Hey guys.
Hello, it's Tori.
And it's Chanel. Welcome back. I said my name already. Welcome back
You
to
did?
Glad We Talked
No, you
podcast.
didn't.
Oh,
Guys, we're
yeah.
we're
Okay.
unhinged. We are shaken up
We're shaken up.
because quite literally we had an earthquake.
Beyond the fact that our lives are actual earthquakes today, we
Yeah.
had an earthquake.
Like that felt like it was just a month ago, but it was still today.
Where were you when the earthquake hit?
I was on a call with a client.
Oh, were they in New York as well?
So
Or New Jersey?
I think they're in New Jersey. So she all of a sudden was like, "Oh my God, I have to go." And like panic, right? And I was like, "Oh my God, what just happened?" And like a second later, I was like, what is happening? And I felt like it's shaking. Like everyone on the call with me was kind of confused. There were two of my colleagues on the call, like, oh, okay, go ahead. And then I started shaking and I looked outside because I was working in my office and I saw like the fence shaking and my desk was shaking and I was like holding onto my desk.
Wait, so hers happened first?
She said I have to go and I didn't feel anything. She must have been closer to where it originated. And then,
Whoa.
yeah, like she was like, panic. And then my colleagues and I were like, what is happening right now? We thought something happened to our kid. Like my thought process was maybe something happened to our kids. Maybe like there was an emergency situation. And then felt the vibrations.
Weird.
But it was funny going with my colleagues because we were all on the phone together and the client was like, I'm in my door frame.
Oh
And
my
I was
God.
like, okay.
People
And
knew
then
what it was?
I was like, I think we just had an earthquake.
Wow.
Where were you?
I was also home, but I was walking. So like Martin was in the bathroom and I was like walking down the hall and it happened. And I literally am just screaming, what is that? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, what is that? And he's like, I don't know. He's like getting mad. He's like, I don't know. And I'm like,
You
I don't
think it's him in
understand
the
what's
bathroom?
happening. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, just like trying to stand my ground. And then it went on for like a little bit.
Mm.
And then it stopped and we go over the window. He like grabs Seb. We go over the window to see if it was like construction or something, or like, I thought our building was falling because our building is pretty crappy.
It's cursed.
It's cursed. So I was like, this is like our whole building's going to collapse on top of us. Like that's what I thought it was. And then we went out onto our balcony, and then our balcony faces a courtyard. So there's other balconies. Everyone was on their balcony and was like, what's going on? And all of us there was like 10 people on the balconies just screaming like, did you guys just feel that? Was that an earthquake? And then once we realized that everyone else felt it, we were like, oh, it was an earthquake. But we didn't know until like we went outside and saw everybody screaming. It was so weird.
It was a weird headspace to be in too. It's nice that you were not nice, but you had someone with you, like Martin.
Yeah.
Kind of there. Mitch was at work. Mitch was. I texted.
Oh, you were alone.
Yeah, I mean, it was Brody and the cat, and I kind of
wait. Question: did the cat realize and Rhodey didn't? Because a lot of people I'm talking to are saying their cat kind of noticed, but their dog didn't notice at all.
Like Kooky Boo was asleep. She was
okay.
Whatever. Rhodey, a few minutes before, was like pacing around, and then he went and laid down in the bedroom.
Oh.
And so I just thought he was annoyed that I wasn't paying attention to him, but he like was pacing, and then he went to the bedroom, which could have been the earthquake, could have not been.
Yeah.
But then after it happened, I looked over and I'm like, the cat seems okay. She's just chilling. She's not supposed to be in this room, but she was. Sorry, Chanel.
Wow. If you didn't tell me that now, you would have never told me.
I wouldn't have. The thing was, I was on the call and I didn't realize she was in there, and I was already. Then I looked behind me at the window, and then I saw her, and I was like, "Oh, you're here."
Oh, you're not supposed to be in the podcast
room. So then after it, I didn't know what to do. I'm like, what do you do in an earthquake situation? And my instinct, I'm in the basement, so I was like, I don't think it's going to be good if there's an after earthquake. Maybe like I don't know how they work. Maybe usually there's a second wave sometimes.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe there would be another wave, and I don't know if it's going to be stronger or weaker. Turns
Why
out
are you supposed to stand in the doorway?
I guess it's like you don't want to be trapped inside, right? Like you don't want to be where everything collapses inward or anything. So the further you are to the outskirts is better.
Huh.
I know. New fear unlocked for you.
Oh, 100%. Like, just add this to the list. Like, great. Everyone at work was making fun of me. Like, Chanel's freaking out. Chanel needs to leave.
I cried.
You did?
I did. Well, okay. So after I gathered my children, I literally picked, I was like, Kooky Boo. I like picked her up and I was like, Rhodey, let's go. And we all stood outside for like 5 minutes. And I'm like texting people, making sure like my building chat's going off, my Teams is going off, my parents are texting me. And then my dad felt it in New Haven. Like,
yeah, people in Connecticut. It was like tri-state.
My mom didn't feel it.
Oh, where was she?
Niantic.
Wow.
Danny was in an exam. Like, he was in a test and it happened. So he was like, what the
I would not be able to concentrate after that. That's not fair. Because now his grade is going to be like affected.
I know.
Wait, why'd you cry though?
Because I think I have colleagues in Turkey, and last year they had a really devastating earthquake and they had family members died. People lost their homes, and you hear of it and you feel bad and you empathize in that moment, thinking how terrible it could be until it happens to you. And I was talking to my mom about this. We often think like, oh, that can't happen here. We see it happen in Taiwan, for example, or Japan. And then when it happens here, it just gives you a different perspective. So I felt bad because I was like, this was scary for me for like all of a few seconds, and there was no aftermath. So I think I was just really feeling, I was shocked and feeling empathy for my colleagues and anyone that has experienced an earthquake that was more tumultuous and more devastating,
intense. Yeah,
our 2 seconds of, it was like 15 seconds of fame. New York had an earthquake, you know?
Yeah,
but like it really, I don't know, it just like hit me in a different level, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense, especially if you know people personally who've been through it. And like, yeah, I mean, the internet was so fast and like there's so many memes, but like people actually, you know, go through this times 5 and people lose homes and buildings collapse and like it's family really members. Devastating. Yeah.
So I think that's why I cried.
It was really scary.
Yeah. So I'm glad everyone's okay too.
Yeah.
Shaken up.
Yeah. I didn't know you cried. Oh my God.
Just like quickly. I was like talking to my mom and she's like, are you okay? And I was like,
yeah. Oh.
What did Sebi do? Or is he on the sedative? So he was just like,
he's on like smallish sedatives today, like not that many, but he didn't notice.
Oh,
he was just like,
he was cool
bopping. Martin grabbed him when we went to like the window in the balcony, but
yeah.
Martin's so good. Like he's so like, I black out when things happen, you know, like I'm just like, what is like, I'm the worst in a crisis. Like you do not want me on your lifeboat. Like throw me overboard. Don't include me. Like I need to go. Like I am the worst in a crisis. I black out and I just have tunnel vision. I'm just like, what is happening?
But I think you would black out and become Superwoman. You'd be like, all right, everyone on the boat, we're leaving. Like no one's left behind. Everyone get in.
Thank you for having that faith in me, but I just don't see it.
I could also see the other thing where you're just like, oh my God, what's happening? And like just being loud and like
screaming like and ruining it.
Paralyzed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like either you're going to run.
Yeah.
You're going to run.
I'm going to run.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to run.
You're going to run.
She's running. She's a runner.
I would be the one that's like, I'm going back in the building to save someone. And then it would crumble on me.
I'm going back. There might be one person.
You would be here being like, oh my God, Tori, like, I can't believe she did that. But like, I'm here. I'm safe. I'm glad I didn't.
I would be crying.
Like,
okay.
Fixing your makeup. You're like, is my mascara running?
Stop.
Tissues everywhere.
Yeah, stop. Oh my God, I would look so bad in a disaster. Anyway.
I would look so bad in a disaster. That is an epic quote. We're unhinged.
Okay. Wow. So I have a question for you.
Hard pivot, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna hard pivot. So you've been in your Western era, which you claimed you were in probably like a month and a half ago.
Like before Texas Hold'em, before Beyonce came out with, what is it?
Yes.
Carter,
Cowboy Carter. So that's my question. Have you listened to Beyonce's album?
I have.
Yeah?
Have you?
I didn't, of course. I didn't know what you were gonna say because I could have seen you being like, no. But no, you have listened. Okay. What are your thoughts? I
listened the whole thing. I really liked Texas Hold'em when it came out.
Yeah, me too.
And I've been listening it to like every day. Now I'm kind of getting tired of it, but I do like it. It like comes on and I'm like, oh, I could see this playing like for a long time. I like the remake of Jolene.
Yeah, it's
which
good.
People have been like, on the fence
about it.
Yeah. What do you think about Jolene?
I like it. I like her version of it, but I'm not a big country fan. So
yeah, but Jolene's a classic.
Yeah, but it's still like not my kind of music. But I do like Beyonce's version of it. But you're saying you don't love it.
I like it, but okay. What people are saying is like it's not addressing the Jay-Z scandal. Like it's not addressing him. It's more like, Jolene, you better not come around my man. Like it's more threatening the woman instead of like finding fault in her husband's betrayal.
Oh, see, that's where the issue is. I don't listen to lyrics. Did you know that about me?
Yes. Now that you just said it, I'm like, oh right, this makes sense.
Listen to I'm just like bopping. I don't know words and I don't listen to lyrics. That's just not.
Yeah,
I wish I did.
Isn't there? You're like,
I see. That makes sense then.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about the song with
Miley?
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
I think it's really good. Do you?
It's a jam?
Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
I don't even like Miley, but I get why you think it's okay, but I think it surprised me because I don't like her. And then I was like, oh, this is actually kind of good.
You don't like Miley Cyrus?
No.
At all?
No.
At any phase did you like Miley Cyrus?
And Hannah Montana when I was like...
I knew that.
Young.
I was.
Yeah, I loved Hannah Montana.
Yeah, I could see
You were
that.
it?
No.
How?
I wasn't into it because I was a Lizzie McGuire fan, ride or die. Like that's it. Be all end all Lizzie McGuire.
I was both. Both things can be true.
They could not for me. I was like, you're gonna do Hillary Duff like that? Like you're just gonna cut her off and like, you know?
No,
it was just Disney Channel.
it was making space for all of the kid stars.
I didn't. I liked Even Stevens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hannah Montana, I felt like I was a little out of. I wasn't a Jonas, that era, like Jonas Brothers, Hannah Montana, I started phasing out of it. And I was like getting my, like, I was starting my anorexia phase by watching America's Next Top Model.
Were you older? Because I'm older than you, and I watched Hannah, but I didn't watch like Camp Rock or Jonas Brothers or anything.
Yeah, I didn't watch Hannah Montana.
Wow, that's surprising.
On, but I wasn't. Maybe I was just too busy.
You were a busy gal, busy young girl.
I was, dude. This is not a therapy session, though we need it after today. It was.
I know.
Wild. No, I like Miley Cyrus.
So, what are your favorite songs from the album?
Texas Hold'em.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up the Spotify. Jolene.
Mm-hmm.
Levi Jeans with Post Malone. I love Post Malone, so sign me up. There's also another one I can't remember. It's like there's an interlude to it. The Yaya song. I love Yaya. I don't know.
She has a lot of like intros, like separate tracks as intros, and then going into the song.
Because it's like telling a story. Which you're like,
which I'm like, oh, there's another intro.
Yeah. What's your favorite song?
I like Blackbird.
I don't remember.
I like Bodyguard. It's just a remake of Blackbird. Oh. I like Bodyguard. I like Two Hands to Heaven. I think those are like my three.
Maybe
faves.
I didn't listen to the full thing.
I know I didn't listen to everything. So I might come back next week and be like, change my mind. But for now, those are my faves.
Okay. I only listened on the path and I think I stopped downloading, and that's the problem.
That is the problem. That's what happens in New York.
Mm-hmm. I also like 16 Carriages.
Some of them I can't remember, to be honest.
I know. I got to listen to it more.
The thing is, when you're playing it, like if I play it, if I'm in the kitchen or something, I'm not looking at the song. So it's just playing and I'm like, oh, this one's good. Like I can't remember which songs unless I really, really like it. And then I look at it.
Because you're like just vibing.
You're just vibing.
Yeah. I like the campaign imagery.
Yeah.
The whole cover album. Like I want Beyonce for president. Like she's taking back the American flag.
Love that. Thank God. Someone needed to.
There has to be. I honestly, this is a strategic move. She is taking back the American flag for all people. And
conquering a genre that we probably thought she couldn't. And here she is.
I thought she could.
Oh, okay. You were like, I always knew she could do it.
Do I think she would? No, I never thought she would.
I never even thought about it. Never even entered my mind.
Until now. And I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the album, though. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it because I'm not a big country music fan, but I don't feel like it's like pop country.
No,
you know,
it's not.
It's a different type of country. Yeah,
it is. It's a new type of country. It's Beyonce's type of country. It's like Beyonce does country. This isn't a genre that's existed before. She's creating a new avenue for music, which is very Beyonce. I think it's interesting because when you think about it, now that we're having this conversation, Taylor Swift did the opposite. She started country and went pop. And I think Beyonce's just like, I'm going to do it all. Like, there is no music I can't do.
Yeah. But Beyonce has really done most music genres, whereas Taylor has really only done like pop country and pop.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, like she started pop country and then like started going into pop. What?
Did you see Taylor Swift like doing hip hop and R&B?
No.
I think it would be hilarious.
She has like one song on one of her albums that's kind of like hip hoppy with I think it's like Ed Sheeran and someone else.
Because when I think
Take Me Back to London or something.
I think Ed Sheeran when I think hip hop.
Everyone who just heard that is like, no, Chanel.
I thought you were going to say the Bad Blood remix.
Oh, that's pretty poppy though.
But I know, but there's like some rap on it and it's not Ed Sheeran rap. Like it's hip hop with Ed Sheeran.
Stop, I'm dying. Yeah. Oh, it's featuring Stormzy, but Ed Sheeran's on it. Bad Blood. That one has Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, it is Kendrick. I like Kendrick. In other celebrity news, I guess this is going to be a pop culture moment.
I guess so.
I saw Chance the Rapper is getting divorced, which makes me sad.
Who was he married to?
He was married. But I liked him. He always spoke really well of his wife and his two daughters. So I was just a little sad about that. But
the fact that you know this pop culture moment and I don't is like, I love this.
I like Chance the Rapper.
You like his music?
Yeah.
Or you just like him?
I liked him and I like his music.
Name one song. Because I don't know any.
Thank you for calling me out. I haven't listened in a while. Okay,
I wasn't calling you out.
So like you, I don't really remember names of songs, which is my downfall. I can identify the voice. All Night, I like. No Problem, Cocoa Butter Kisses, All My Friends, Holy. Let's see what else. Those are songs that I have downloaded on my Spotify. Acid Trip was a good album.
I don't know any of the words you're saying.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
I don't know anything that's happening right now.
You're like, oh, Same Drugs. We don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do that. We don't do that. Yeah. I used to listen a lot when I would go to the gym. Oh, he also has a song with John Legend. I can't remember the name of it, but I like that song.
Well,
that's that on that.
That's that on that.
Another thing I saw on social media, K18, the hair brand. A few of our friends on the podcast recommended it. I've been using it and I do see a difference in my hair. But they also launched their what's it called? It's like air wash dry shampoo.
Yeah.
I really want to try it.
It looks really good. It's not even like a spray. I mean, it's not like a aerosol spray. It's like a wet spray.
I don't even know what it is. Like Alex Earl is kind of their hero influencer that's leading this campaign launch. I know. Roll your eyes. It's fine. Whatever. And she like showed it working and like people in the comments were like, you didn't even spray it on your hair. We can't see it. And like K18's like, yeah, it's air. Like it's an air wash. You're not going to see the product. So now I want to test it. Oh,
I thought it was like a wet spray, like a water spray type thing.
No, it's like when I watched her, she did a hair transformation video. I'm watching it right now. And like she proves, okay, all greasy. She's a hot mess. There you go for her podcast.
That's her thing.
And that's her thing. That's her vibe. And then she sprays it and you don't see it, right? You see nothing coming out. And so people are like, you're not even spraying the product. But then she looks, you can see it's working.
Yeah. I saw someone else do it. Like I got targeted with an ad because beauty ads just target me. And
beauty finds me.
It was beauty just finds me. And it was a girl spraying it. It looked like water came out almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it looked, and then once it dried, it looked like it worked.
Huh. Now I'm curious.
I know.
I got to see other people using it.
They probably have more on their Instagram page.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker. Like, I'm a sucker. If someone's targeting me on Instagram and I want to try it, I'll buy it.
Was it the K18s, like the air wash?
Yeah.
Send me the vid. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah.
Tell me how it goes.
I've been having, this is probably TMI, but I feel like it's not dandruff, but like dry scalp.
Yeah.
Do you have any recommendations?
That happens to me. The bad side of not washing your hair often is that's what happens.
Oh.
Because I've been doing this, not washing my hair forever. I've been on the no washing my hair train. So I wash my hair once a week as well. And I know you said you've been like training your hair to finally get to once a week washing. But because of that, sometimes your scalp gets dry. So that's why you could be noticing it. Because like product builds up. Because you haven't washed it in a while, you haven't put conditioner in it, so it just gets drier after a few days.
That makes sense. I don't really use a lot of product. Like I just kind of leave it.
That's good, but it's not even like product like you would think. It's just like the environment. Yeah, like the environment, perfume, makeup. Like you don't even know. You just don't even realize the things that are in your hair.
My hair is nasty, but I'm still not going to wash it.
I'm still going to do it once a week.
Still going to do it once a week.
I mean, it's so good for your hair. You just have to find ways to like use a good shampoo, like a detox shampoo when you wash it. Something moisturizing.
A detox. I tried the Way detox shampoo.
Yeah, that's what I use too. Do you like it?
You do. I liked it. It smelled really nice.
Everything from Way smells divine.
Yeah, it smells really good.
And what do you think of the detox? Did it work for you?
What does it claim to do?
Well, it's just supposed to make your hair feel really clean.
Okay, so my hair did my hair did feel clean, but
you're like, I just buy things and I don't know what they're supposed to do. You're like, what's it supposed to do?
I was a sample I got in Sephora.
Okay.
But I've been doing the K18 repair conditioner, or what's it called now that I'm on K18's Instagram.
Oh, with a little pump.
Yeah, the pumpy.
Yes, I do that too.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a thing just for blondes, but it's all hair?
No, it's like repair mask. Like the little white pump.
Yeah.
Leave-in repair mask?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you think it was just for blondes?
Because literally all your blonde friends recommended it to me.
My blonde friends. I do have a lot.
Immediately, like everyone was like K18, and I'm like, okay, all of Chanel's blondes. Like literally, yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So, anyways, so when I use the Way shampoo, I did the K18, and you're not supposed to condition when you use the K18 pump.
Oh, you're not?
No, it says don't condition in like all caps.
Oh. Oops.
You're just like, oh, this seems nice. Let me leave it in. I'm like reading. I like the steps. So it feels weird. So you're supposed to leave it in for 4 minutes. And then you brush it out. You comb. Yes. Don't brush.
Right. Comb.
So I felt like right immediately after, my hair feels funny when I do the K18. Like, because I have curly hair, so my hair starts to curl, but it's a little knotty. And then I have to brush it out, and it feels better when I'm brushing it out. So I couldn't really tell if it felt clean, but when I was washing, I was like, this feels like my hair is going to be clean.
When you were the detox shampoo. Yeah. Oh, I see.
But after, I couldn't really tell.
I forgot what we were talking about for a minute because we went to K18 and then detox. I'm like, which product are you talking about?
Okay, so back to K18.
Okay.
I feel like the day of, I don't notice the results.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's like fine. My hair is still I air dry usually. It's the next day that I'm like, oh, my hair feels better. Or the next few days. Like,
yeah, that makes sense because it is a leave-in and it's supposed to like work after a few days, and like especially overnight, like when you do like overnight masks and stuff, I think it's like one of those that really, once it absorbs, you notice a difference. I feel like I don't recommend products a lot to people for hair because like I have such different hair from my blonde friends and you. So like when you were saying that you needed something for like your damage, I was like, I don't know, like I just have different hair, so I don't really recommend hair products as much
because I'm also not color treated.
Yes, that too. Is that why you have damage from coloring?
Yeah, over processing.
Oh, okay. I wonder, like, when you get it colored, do you get a conditioner like right after you color it or no?
They do a bond. It's a whole process. If you want to come with me to my next 3.5 hour, 4 hour appointment, But they do like they put a bond in. Sometimes it's Olaplex. Sometimes it's like this Brazilian bonding thing. But they do put protectant in when they are doing the process. So it's like not just stripping. It's not strictly like the chemicals. It's also like this builder thing that helps any damage to minimize the damage as it's happening. It's like
But still, you feel like that's not enough. Like you still feel like you need something outside of that.
It is. I've switched up a few different stylists. I've done some different hairstyles. I've been doing a lot of the money piece in the front. So it's just getting damaged and breaking off. So like,
what the heck is the money piece?
The money piece is the face framing highlights. It's like the money piece.
Oh, there's a name. I'm not really in the hair color world, so I don't know the slang, the terminology.
There is a whole dictionary and vocabulary behind coloring and processing.
Wow.
Yeah, like
things I didn't know.
Baby lights, teasy
well, balayage lights, I knew.
Low lights.
Money piece, that's a new one for me.
Yeah, the money piece is the face framing. That's usually what it's called in the industry.
No big deal. Okay, so because of that, you needed to find some conditioners. All right.
Yeah, I just noticed it was breaking off.
And you got some good recs when you put it on Instagram. You got Way, you got K18.
Yeah.
Was Tower 28 for that? No, that was a different.
That was my acne. Honestly, friends, I really appreciate it when I come to you with concerns. I take your recommendations. I bought the Tower stuff. I use it. I think it's great. I
use it too.
You do too?
Well, I used it before we got a rec on Instagram, and I was using it just as like I don't know if I told you this, but I put like, not water, but I put that when I'm putting on my foundation to keep my face hydrated while I'm doing my makeup.
Like a primer.
Like a primer almost, yeah. So I do really like it too. I didn't even know it helps with acne. Look at that.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Your friends.
I
also bought the Inky cream. I can't remember what it's called, but someone recommended, my friend Erin recommended the Inky pimple cream. I've been using that. It's been great.
So what helped your pimple the most?
I think all products did.
Oh, okay. Just pack on the products then.
Well, I think it's like obviously keeping a clean base layer, just focusing on that. But I use like the Tower stuff, and then I put the Inky stuff on when I needed to. And I like the Mighty Patches. Those I really like when I have a more cystic, painful one. You know, I'm like, let's get this sucker done with overnight.
I've heard those are good.
They're great.
And I've heard Neutrogena has patches as well.
I don't know if I've tried Neutrogena's. I've tried Starface. This is my thoughts on Starface.
Okay.
They're a gimmick.
Oh.
I think they're for people that want to say, have a cute star patch. And I think it's more to like own up to like the blemish without showing the blemish. It's like, yeah, I have a pimple, but you can't see it because I have a Starface on. But I don't think there's any treatment actually, because every time I've used it, it's like nothing happens to my pimple. It stays the same.
Okay. So you think it's like a cutesy way of hiding your pimple? Because honestly, it's funny you say that because you don't watch Love Island, but obviously I'm obsessed. And on the Love Island US one, they all put those on their face and like they all wake up with them in the morning. And I was always like, what is that for? Like, is that like a fun cutesy sticker thing? And then I found out it was for like pimples.
I think for a show, it's good because it's like, oh, they're going to.
Right.
It's acknowledging I have a blemish. It's hidden. Maybe it's better. Maybe there is something to it, but I don't find that it's as aggressive or it doesn't give me the results like a Mighty Patch does. Or there's another one. I can't remember. It's the one with like the smiley face guy. I don't.
Oh, Peace Out.
Yes.
Yeah.
The peace. Like I was like this. I'm like, it was a little smiley face. I just know there's a smiley face and the peace sign. Those are good too, but I still think my favorite is the Mighty Patch.
Okay.
Do you not use patches?
No.
Ever. Pimple. Do you get pimples?
No. Well, don't make me say it.
Oh.
I have other issues.
All right. What's one of your issues that you solve with a beauty product?
Really dark under eyes.
Oh, so, I struggle with that too. What is it? I have that too. And pimples.
My hair is dry also, so I was with you on that. My skin's too dry, so I don't get pimples because I don't have enough moisture in my skin.
I have dry skin too, but I think I'm very sensitive. So if I use a new beauty product, it doesn't, I don't know what ingredient it is. I'll break out. Like I bought a knockoff moisturizer, not a knockoff, a generic at Walgreens for when I'm at my parents.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized every time I use that, I break out.
You
so
break
I can't
out.
use it. Yeah.
There's probably some ingredients in it. I mean, I remember last summer, was it, or 2 summers ago, because of all this testing that I do, and I haven't learned my lesson. I got perioral dermatitis, which is like basically a rash around like your nose and mouth. Yeah. So I had to go to the dermatologist, and I had to be on like these really intense pills for a month. And then I had to like put cream on my face every day, like twice a day. And it you can get it from using products that are like non-comedogenic. So
what's that word mean?
I don't really know. But there's certain, so now I have to like look for lotions that are non-comedogenic. Let me look it up.
Yeah, please do. Because I've never heard this word. I thought it was another industry term that you throw around there with your beauty buffs.
So this is what it means.
Protein?
No.
All right, you tell me.
Is it plant-based? It's a skincare product that is specially formulated so as not to cause blocked pores. Yes. So if you use it, then it's good because it's like a very light, not thick, and which is what I was using before because my skin's so dry. I was using like really heavy lotions for my face, and that's how I ended up getting perioral dermatitis, which can really only go away with medicine.
So how do you know if a product is non?
It says it.
Where?
On the packaging somewhere. Like it'll say it.
Like in the ingredient side?
No, they usually advertise it on the front because it's like it's a good thing to be non-comedogenic. So they'll like advertise it.
Word.
I think like CeraVe is non-comedogenic.
I have an issue with them.
I know they do animal testing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped using it because of that.
Me too.
But yes, on their website, it even says, like, if you Google it, non-comedogenic, fragrance-free lotion. Which is why dermatologists...
Mm-hmm. Jinx.
That's ding, 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 ding. But let's not give them airtime because they do animal testing and we're not fans anymore.
No, we're not for that.
Was I the one who told you that, or did you find that out?
I found that out.
Okay.
I think I told you.
Okay. I was like, I don't know if I made this up or...
Save the beagles.
Save the beagles.
I know. Maybe it's false. Could you imagine if we're just like spreading this rumor? But I'm pretty sure I checked the label and it doesn't say it's cruelty free.
Yeah, no. I think I was like looking at a site one day about it and it said like they weren't.
Yeah.
Anyway,
is what we need from beauty brands in 2024.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Non-comedogenic.
Non-comedogenic.
No animal testing.
No animal testing. Better ingredients. Better pizza.
Pizza?
Papa John's.
Oh my gosh, my mom's calling me.
This is a chaotic episode. I love it.
I know. So yeah, so maybe for you too, so that it doesn't cause pimples, you should look for lotions that are non-comedogenic because I think it's just helpful all around.
I agree. I think you're right. I've always wondered, NARS foundation often makes me break out, and I actually just bought a new NARS foundation and I'm afraid to use it because I'm like, do I test it out now and see if I break out? I should do it though soon because I have to return it if I do. Oh, crap.
That's a risky little game you play. You're like, I've broken out before. Let me just try one more time. See what happens.
Well, here's the thing. I went to Sephora and then like the woman that was doing it kind of pushed me in the NARS direction and didn't listen to me when I said I've broken out before. And then we've done like we did different testings to see like which color was best for me and yada yada. She kept coming back to NARS saying that color matched the best. But I'm nervous that it's going to make me break out, so I haven't used it. I should just return it, right?
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't do that. Yeah. So, yes, foundation and makeup can also be non-comedogenic. It's not only lotion. Oh, really? So, yeah. So you can look for makeup that's also similar.
What do you... never mind. Yeah.
Wait, why? Why just
because you're going to be like, well, right now I'm using Fenty, but sometimes I use...
No, my foundation, I've been using the same one for like 8 years. I used Too Faced Born This Way. Yeah.
Yeah. You use Too Faced. You love that. You're dedicated.
Yeah, it's just the foundation though. But yeah, I've been using it forever.
What are other beauty products that you just won't replace?
I feel like somehow this always ends up being beauty when we talk about like
That's
random
because
stuff.
It's you. And me.
And me. This is just our girl talk. We just talk beauty.
It's girl talk.
I'm not really that loyal to anything beauty related except my foundation. Like I have used various blushes, eyeshadows, eyebrow pencils, eyeliner, like mascara. So I don't really have a fave besides my foundation. And my concealer, I like the Tarte one.
Right, you're right. The Shape Tape.
Are you more loyal than me?
I think so. I have phases. So I was loyal to makeup forever until throughout my 20s, I was loyal to makeup forever. I was loyal to MAC for a while. And then I just think your body changes. And as I've gotten older, I've leaned more towards tinted moisturizer, which I know people are hit or miss on, and some people like it, some people don't. Some people are like, it's a waste of money. But I use a lot of Laura Mercier products because I feel like it's honestly the best for me. It doesn't make me break out, and it's just been an easy thing to involve. My mom actually liked the caviar sticks for eyeshadow, and she bought
who?
Laura Mercier.
Oh.
And she bought one, and then I was like, I actually like this. It's really good for lazy girl makeup. And I used to be an Urban palette. Yeah, I loved it. But I feel like as the palettes phased out, I really was like, I just want to do lazy girl makeup. So I bought the caviar sticks, and now I'm dedicated to them.
So it's like a liquid pencil thingy?
It's like a crayon stick.
Crayon stick for your eyeshadow. I understand.
Yeah. I also like the Makeup by Mario blushes. Like those are consistent. You don't really
waver.
No.
You do have a small makeup bag that you just bring and like that's what you have.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I have a ton of makeup that
you do. You just don't really break it out.
Yeah, I think because of COVID, I made my routine easier, and I just haven't been experimenting as much. I don't get as much free products anymore.
Yeah.
So
you've minimized your makeup, and
it's easy.
I love that.
Yeah.
I need to minimize.
I bet you would. Yeah. You just have a lot.
Okay, but I do like that you're loyal because I feel like if you find something that works, why would you change it? Honestly, like, what's the point? Like, I feel like everyone's like, oh, well, it's trendy. Like, let me try it. I feel like this tinted moisturizer is trending. Like, I want to use it. But it's like, okay, so Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer works for you. Just use that.
Yeah, I haven't really given into the trends. I do like it. If I hear a good thing about a product, like I will go out and buy it. Like I did go buy the Summer Fridays lip gloss. I did buy the Dior lip oil. I bought the Okay, so I am influenced by trends.
You like recommendations, I think.
Yes, I like to know. I like things that have been tried and tested and true.
Yeah, because the Summer Fridays and Dior one you literally bought it like the day after we went out together because you like smelled the Summer Fridays. You were like, oh, I like the look of that. And then you bought it. The same with the Dior one. And then the K18, you got recommendations online. I feel like you like a good rec.
I do. I love a good rec.
Yeah.
And I will buy it. You're right.
Yeah.
Like 10 out of 10, each time our friends have given me a recommendation, I've gone out and bought it. Each time you've given me a recommendation, as long as it like makes sense for me and it's something I know I'll use, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And you're like a lip gloss connoisseur. So if you have a good lip gloss, I know it's legit, and you're like, don't like this one.
You're like, throw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at it.
Yeah.
I do love a good lip gloss.
Yeah.
I feel like you've become a lip gloss connoisseur hanging out with me.
I have. I use a lot more lip products.
Yeah. I love that for you.
I like carry 5 at a time now. I'm like, who is she? Yeah. I bought a lip kit the other day. A Charlotte Tilbury 90s lip kit. It's cute.
Is it like the Pillow Talk one?
No, it is, yes. It's like the Pillow Talk one, but it's like this 90s pink color.
Wow. Look at you.
I think I fell for marketing. It was just like 90s pink sounds fun.
Happens to the best of us.
Talking about the 90s, have you watched Quiet on Set?
No, I need to. Ugh. I'll watch it and then we'll talk about it next episode.
Okay.
I promise. Because I do want to watch it. I know. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Because I really do want to watch it. I know a lot has happened. I've seen a lot of internet stuff about it. And I'm just like, I was obsessed with Amanda Bynes. Obsessed.
Huh.
And everything she did.
My mom wouldn't let me watch Amanda Bynes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
We can once you watch it, we can definitely talk about it. But I think that my mom knew something was up. She just didn't like the way that It wasn't Amanda Bynes personally. It was the acting and it was the direction of the show. She just didn't like what they was promoting for kids. Like she didn't like the content for me. She didn't like it. Yeah. So
she knew something was up.
I think so. She has really good intuition.
Interesting.
So I think she just was like, no, not for my kids.
Wow. I loved her. I used to watch her like she had that like Amanda show, and then it was like in conjunction with like all that.
Yeah, I didn't watch all that, and I didn't watch Amanda show. I did a lot of Disney Channel.
So did you still find The Quiet on Set interesting, even though you didn't watch all those shows?
I mean, I watched them occasionally. It wasn't. It would just be like, oh, I hate when you watch it. Like we walked by, she'd be like, I don't like when you watch that, and then she'd ask us, like, you know what I mean? It's not like I didn't watch it. Like we watched it, but she would let us know, like, I don't love this show for you, or ask us to like change the channel to Disney Channel or something else.
Wow.
Yeah. So, watching it back, I was definitely disturbed because obviously knew the cast, like you see, and they have the previous cast members, and you're like, oh my God, I remember this from my childhood. So you're kind of reliving it with, obviously not with them because we weren't in that position, but you're going back to your childhood watching it. And then I was a Drake and Josh fan. I did like that show a lot. So just like knowing what happens and hearing him speak his truth and then thinking about like that show is just, it's amazing what he went through and how he continued to act, honestly.
Yeah. And like a lot of them are doing well now. So it's just crazy to know that this happened behind the scenes and like we didn't know about it until now. I mean, some people did, but
I would use well as a very
loose term. They're not doing well.
Look at Amanda Bynes.
No, I'm not talking about her. Oh. I'm talking. We all know, she's not okay.
Once you watch the show, you'll see actually like.
I meant like Josh, because which one?
Like Josh Peck.
Yeah, like he's doing. So he's on a podcast. Well. Like he's like married. Like he's doing so well.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an actually interesting thought.
Because was he not on the documentary?
No. He didn't, and like they've had a tumultuous relationship between Drake and Josh,
so maybe that has something to do with it.
He didn't know because Drake had never talked about it publicly, so Josh didn't know what he was going through. At least that's what he claims, and like what Drake says.
Yeah. Wow.
So, I don't know. You have
to watch.
It's really it's emotional. It's like you're not going to enjoy it. You're going to be like sick to your stomach, like knowing you. Yeah. But it was like
important to watch.
Eye-opening. Yeah. I think especially just like of our generation watching.
Yeah. Especially because we used to, that was like what we grew up with, kind of. I mean, not you, I guess, but a lot of people did. Yeah.
Nickelodeon was an impact. Like it had an impact.
Nickelodeon as a whole, yeah.
Looking forward to hearing what you think because you were a dedicated Amanda Bynes
fan. I know.
Wow.
I'll let you know.
Do you have any lighter notes that we can end on?
No, but you're leaving tomorrow for Austria.
I am.
And I think we will probably skip next week's episode.
Yes.
Because you will be in Indianapolis after that.
Yes.
So there's no time. Tori forgot. She's like, you're right. Yeah, I won't be here.
You're recapping my schedule and I'm trying to picture a calendar in my head and I'm like, yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
No way. So that gives you plenty of time to watch Quiet on Set.
It does. And then we'll come back. We'll talk about it. And we have another exciting topic we want to talk about. So
really depressing episode it's going to be. So prepare.
I know. Yeah. Might be like a shorter segment or something.
Maybe it's just like a drive-by. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's that on that. I don't know what we talked about this episode, but hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you for joining us for our first episode of Girl Talk, where we talk about just everything in our lives and we have no idea where it's going to go.
No, this was Girl Thoughts.
Oh, I like that.
It was just everything in our head and we just word vomited.
Random girl thoughts.
Yeah.
Love that.
So I'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
Yes. Guys, don't try to miss me too much. I'll be back.
I'll be here.
You'll be like on accessible hours. I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be attached to my phone. Like I feel like I'm leaving behind my friends.
Yeah. I'm excited to hear about your trip.
Thank you. I'm excited. Amsterdam is happening.
Yes, your solo trip.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot to recap.
That's going to be a whole episode.
100%. 100%.
Okay, Love Island.
Okay. Do you want to plug our stuff?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I will try to keep maybe some updates of my travels on the podcast Instagram at Glad We Talked Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And you can email us at gladwetalkedpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your favorite Recs. You know, I'm going to buy them. You know, Chanel will endorse them. So let me know.
And don't forget to rate and review us and give us 5 stars. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys. So glad we talked.
Glad we talked.
Bye.
Bye.